One of the other things is the space that you have. So over here, we're very open concept. So you see this wherever you are in the house. So you might not want to make it so busy. So I feel like what they did with their choice of doing push to open was smart because you want to keep it clean looking. This is the kitchen. You don't have, you know, say 1,000 square feet of cabinets where you can put like all nice jewelry and nice like, what do you guys think? So today I'm here at Ali's Unionville project. We're gonna do a little update on the renovation work that's being done in here. Countertop is being installed today and I really want you guys to see this. After that, we're gonna take a tour to one of Ali's surprise projects that's starting. But on the way there, I have a lot to discuss with you. We have a lot to catch up on. Come on inside.
Okay, do you like it?
So yeah, like I can't. I'm just like looking around and all the colors and all the finishes and the materials.
Came out really, really nice.
It's fantastic. I mean, I knew you were going to do a great job with it.
Thank you.
But this is great. And now the guys are actually doing the installation. So I'm glad you guys are here and watching this because we don't get to see this every day, right? We give out drawings, we say what we want, and then it gets done and we come in, we're like, ta-da! But today is the day that you get to see it all happen.
This kitchen, we had a little bit of a dilemma and we couldn't find, I mean, we finally did find what we wanted, but in the beginning it took a while to find the right color combination for the countertop against this light natural finish of cabinet. This is a Calcutta. We went with porcelain instead of actually using the real Calcutta.
So I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
Because we get this asked a lot.
Okay.
Why would people choose porcelain over natural stone?
It's a very good question, Sanaz. Number one is the actual natural stone is very porous. First of all, it's very, very expensive. Today in Canadian dollars for a real Calcutta marble, you're looking about $140 to $160 per square foot. Okay. Imagine a kitchen like this will cost thousands of dollars. And
this is not fabricated. This is just
the material. Okay. Imagine if you spend $150 just on material, you need to spend about $40 to $50 a square foot just for fabrication.
Okay.
Add it all together, big budget. But some people have the budget and they don't care.
$140, $150 per square foot, not including fabrication?
Absolutely. It might cost over $200 a square foot. For a kitchen like this,
so
maybe
for a kitchen this size, I mean,
$50,000 worth of just fabrication on real Calcutta marble. But luckily, there is a solution. So you can use porcelain, okay, which is not porous. You can drop wine, saffron, turmeric, whatever it is that you're using in your kitchen, and you don't have to worry about staining it. One thing I've noticed is they actually started imitating the actual marble so well.
Right. This porcelain that you're getting, there's different grades of porcelain. I've seen porcelain done in some custom homes, and you can tell that it's not natural stone. What you've selected here, I'm assuming, is a higher end of porcelain because this looks like real natural Calcutta to me. Like,
you know what I was saying? There's different grades to it, right? So depending on the price, this costs my clients about $1,700 a slab.
Right.
It comes out to about $24 a square foot. So you see, it's a huge difference between 160 to 24. It's still expensive, but compared to the real thing, yes. And you are right. There are different grades to it. Different countries make different grades of porcelain.
Right.
This is Italian porcelain.
If we were to do this, we've done it in a porcelain, but if we were to do this in a natural stone, what would be the price difference? Because I know Calcutta is very hard to find these days.
Okay.
And it's selling for crazy amounts of money. But what would be the price difference between this porcelain that you've selected, which is a higher end porcelain?
So imagine this, just to give you an idea, each slab of this porcelain, as I mentioned, is about $1,700 Canadian. If the same slab was a real Calcutta marble, would have cost you about $15,000, $10,000 to $15,000, depending on the cut and quality.
So porcelain's the winner.
Yes. So as part of the installation for the porcelain backsplash, so we also use the same porcelain for the backsplash. So Pan is using PL and one by one putting these pieces together. Now you're gonna be seeing some joints everywhere, which these guys are masters at making epoxy. They make the actual colored epoxy to match the actual slab, so you won't see the joints, you won't see the seams. When it's all done, it looks like one finished slab.
It does look good. I'm actually looking at as he's putting that piece on, you see the veining from this bottom slab continuing up into the window here. So this has all been one, and then they cut it to each portion
Exactly.
and just glue it on.
And in order for the customer to see the finished project in advance, what these guys have done for me for many, many years, they take a photo of the actual slab, and then they'll take a photo of the kitchen and every corner of this thing that needs to be wrapped and cladded in that material. Then the computer will actually show each slab in the right space.
Right.
If the client likes it, if they like the veining, if they're okay with it, they'll send us an email back saying approved. And this is
And
what
then
they're
it
going to be
starts getting
getting.
cut up.
And then it starts getting cut up.
I'm actually glad that we're making this video on the stone today because we have clients right now
Yes.
that are almost in the process
Yes.
of doing this.
Yes.
So you guys that are watching, that are our clients, this is how it's done. If you're not there to see it installed, you get to
We're
see
going to
it
show you right now. Even though you can do integrated sink for the kitchens, the problem is you have a lot of, as you're washing dishes, there is food residue, there's all kinds of things that are going to go there. Usually with the integrated sink, your drain is very narrow and thin, right? You don't want to do that. You want to keep and maintain that original sink in there so you can clean it, you can take it out and do all of that stuff. So we went with a dark stainless steel, which is a black stainless steel they call it.
Okay.
And it's an undermount sink. Because the whole appliance package in this house is this dark stainless steel,
Okay.
we wanted to match that with the sink.
Perfect.
So anything that's going to be stainless steel, it's all from the same family, right? Client didn't want to have a division in here. They wanted to have one massive sink with the grills at the bottom, and that's why we got them
I
this.
think it's perfect. So we have one sink here, and then over here we have the cooktop range. Right?
Correct. And for this house, they are going for induction. So they're
right.
gonna have the vent coming from the back. It's induction. They have kids, and they want to make sure that it's kid friendly.
So let me ask you something. I see it's all flat panels. Are we doing hardware, or is it all push to open?
Everything is pushed to open, with the exception of the dishwasher, the garbage pull out, and a bunch of other things.
Okay, perfect. And everything
Again, I
that-
want to make that clear that I like push to open. This was my client's wish, and I did this. I don't personally recommend that. And part of the reason being is you're constantly touching the cabinets. Maybe your hands are oily, maybe you're cooking something, and then you constantly have to clean your kitchen. So having hardware, Sanaz, I think is the best thing to do.
I do agree with you,
But-
but it also, I think, depends on the finish of the cabinet. We've gone with the white oak, rift cut white oak.
Correct.
So there is no like shine to it where it's gonna leave.
Luckily,
Right?
no, for sure.
Because I think if it was like a high gloss finish, you're absolutely right. If
Especially
you
like a black high gloss.
Constantly have fingerprints all over the place of,
But
it would
that's
just-
something that I think everybody have their own preference differently. Like you have to understand, you either go like this or you just grab and open. It all
Right.
depends on what you like. Why don't you guys comment below? Let us know what you like in your kitchen.
Yeah, do you like push
Right?
to open?
Push
'Cause
to open or hardware?
we're doing a few custom homes right now, and the options are there for our clients for both of them. What is your take on it? Do you guys like push to open, or do you guys like to see hardware? So we've done porcelain in the kitchen. Is there anywhere else in the house that we've done porcelain?
Yes, so I actually purchased about 10 slabs of the same porcelain. And the reason being is I want to do that entire fireplace and the countertops out of the same material.
The great room?
Yes, since
Okay.
it's in the same focal point, I would say.
Right.
So we didn't want to mix and match different colors, and we're going to use it. You can't see it now. I don't want to fully reveal this house. This was supposed to be a stop
You
by and
cannot
a,
see.
and a quick reveal of the installation on that. But yes, this area is going to have it. The counters are going to have it. Maybe I could show you some other areas that I've used porcelain, like the primary bathroom.
How about the green room, the office slash bar area? Can we
Yes,
see that? Because
come
I
on by.
remember we were talking about him doing natural stone there. Well, doing stone there, and it was gonna be green. I really want to see.
Come on, show.
Yes, mixed.
How many drinks do you like?
4 cans of Coke.
Are you ordering food for us too?
Yes. What are we eating?
I'd like everything on my pizza.
Okay. We're getting ponzos. Would you like?
Okay, so you wanted to know about the office area.
I wanted to
And-
see this stone.
Correct, the green marble.
Yeah, this is super cool. So I remember on our last visit, you mentioned that client wanted the front of the house to be office slash
Home
entertaining area.
Correct.
Okay, and this is the entertaining area. Who wants some tequila?
So what's happening is, I remember that green marble that I got. I got 2 slabs of it.
Yes.
And he really wanted to have it in his main office area. This is going to be a home office. The client's entertaining a lot of his own clients in here, so he wanted a little bar area. There will be I would say, a shelf here with LED lights underneath it.
Okay.
So he can, hold his bottles of expensive scotch.
Now let me ask you this. This is not push to open. Are you putting hardware?
Correct. That's gonna
Okay.
get hardware there.
Okay.
Yes. Matte black hardware.
Nice.
That's gonna go
so
there.
it's good that you're putting some lighting here because I feel like it's a little dark.
Well, you have to also understand the lighting is not done yet. I mean, none of this house is done yet. Therefore, I'm not going to reveal the entire house to you guys. Today was just to stop by for the kitchen installation and, well, the countertop installation. But I'll give you a little bit of a tour so at least you see what's going on in here.
Before you do that, I have a question.
Yes.
Because I know we went with the white oak paneling throughout the house. That
Correct.
was the theme.
Correct.
And I'm sure our viewers are going to be wondering the same thing. Why is this area much darker than the kitchen area? Because it's all white oak.
Actually, a very good question. This area was done in-house with Rivcot white oak material that we bought, we fabricated, we installed, and we finished in-house.
Okay.
That kitchen is actually not real wood.
Oh, it's pre-finished wood.
No, not even. That is actually factory-made melamine that looks like finished oak. That's why you can never get it.
You're gonna be causing problems now. And can I tell you why? Now my clients are gonna say, well, why do I have to do real wood? I wanna do melamine too.
They don't have to. Today, as I mentioned, the technology is so ahead that you can actually buy that, not necessarily cheaper, but it looks more uniform. So every panel looks exactly the same. In this room, not every panel looks the same because this is not man-made, this is God-made.
Right.
So it could be all different panels. These guys did a phenomenal job finishing it and curing it and putting the good stuff on it. And
You always see his back. I love the natural wood, but honestly, I love the color of that so much more.
so let me just tell you why I didn't do the entire house out of that material. Cost.
So this costs less?
This costs less to do in an office. First of all, we never use this material on a kitchen cabinet. We use it for paneling the office area, any paneling anywhere. I actually did it in the master too.
I feel like we've given a good insight as to what's going on with our reno project.
Yes.
And we don't want to reveal too much, so we're going to cut it off here. We're going to go to our next project that Ali has coming up. We need to do a
Yes.
site visit. And on the way there, I feel like there's a lot to talk about.
For sure.
And let me just say that the good parts are yet to come because Ali and I are going to have a little car talk with you guys. And it's so good to have you here. And the
Thank
viewers
you.
have been asking me to have car talk again. So I felt like this was the perfect time to do this because we need to catch up and we need to let our viewers know what's been going on in the industry. I mean, we're in it every day. They don't get to feel that. And, you know, let's just get into it and tell them what's up.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I didn't get a chance to say hi. This is the middle of the video. I've been wanting to say hi. I missed you guys. I don't know if you missed me. But yes, it's good to be back on the...
miss you.
It's good to be back on the vlog. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.
I tried to give them
Yes.
a good insight
Yes.
as to what we go through as designers and builders, right? It's not easy.
For sure.
It's not an easy job for sure, and it's not as glamorous as it looks all the time. There is a lot of
Especially these days.
things that we deal with. So
Especially these
that's
days.
what I wanted to talk about, because everything looks all nice and dandy from the outside, but there's a lot that we deal with being in the industry. So Ali, tell us first about this new and exciting project that you have coming up, because it's a beautiful house. We haven't broken ground yet. We're taking you guys to the site, but tell them a little bit about the job.
Yes, so this is going to be a 4,500 square foot custom built transitional house that we are commissioned to do. A very good client of ours who's actually living down the street bought another property in the same street, and they're planning to have us build this property for them into a gorgeous modernish, again on the inside, on the outside is transitional French looking, on the inside is super modern, and I can't wait to show you the site.
And guys, if you want to see a house built from scratch, which that's the phase that we're in right now, I want to see your feedback. I want to see your comments. I want you guys subscribing to the channel and letting me know that you guys want this to happen, because this is going to be like a 1.5 year long project.
Correct.
And we want to keep you guys tuned into that. So I don't want you to miss it. Definitely make sure you subscribe to our channel, because we have so much content coming up, and all in different versions of design, right? We try to show a little bit of everything. So that's definitely going to be a good video. If you guys want to see it, let us know. And then comes the other side of building.
Okay.
I mean, we go through, you know, these great ideas by our clients of what they want and what their wish list is, but really with everything going on these days and the shortage of supplies and the price increases, I mean, what are you finding these days? Do you think it's actually worth it for people to invest in a property, build something spectacular, and then try to sell it? Or would you advise people more towards building for themselves and enjoying it, and then, you know, getting rid of it when they're ready?
Well, basically, I still think that investing in real estate still is the easiest and the best way to park your money, even though times are tough right now. What I've been doing lately is we have to meet the budget at the end of the day. So even though times are a little different, supply chain issues are not solved yet, price increases are almost every day, I started looking outside of my immediate surroundings to get supplies from. For example, a lot of the material that's hard to find or more expensive in Toronto, being the epicenter of construction in Canada, I literally go outside of my province and I try to get the supplies from them. You asked me whether it's still a right time to invest into building and selling, or building for yourself. The prices, the end price on a new home today hasn't reached to the level that it's going to reach very soon, because the cost of construction has gone up tremendously and labor has gone up a lot, but the finished product hasn't gone up that much yet. So yes, I still think there's a little bit of room to grow in terms of finished product pricing, but as I always say, I mean, do you start today or you wait 6 months to build your house? I suggest you start today.
And what about delays in projects? I mean, you have projects that are starting now, which most of your projects that you've done till now are either finished or finishing. So now that you're starting these projects, you're starting fresh with new pricing. Are you a little bit nervous about what's going to come at the end of it? Will your clients get, for example, you're showing them all these beautiful homes you've designed and built, and that's what they want, but are they able to get what we've done in the past couple of years today on a reasonable budget?
For sure, they can still get it done. You just have to realize, like lately I've been sitting with my clients and I tell them, look at your wish list and let me price it for you, but get ready to maybe you have to get rid of some of those items, because in order to have that complete look, you're gonna have to pay for it in today's prices. And maybe to reach your budget, you might have to let go of some of those details, but you can still get your finished, beautiful home done within the budget. We just have to think outside the box.
So you hit a soft spot there, because you mentioned having to let go of things in design. And to be honest with you, as a designer, I don't like those words, because to me it almost feels like I have to compromise my designs because of budgeting. Now, when you hire a designer, when you hire a specialized builder like yourself, you're looking for something that's different and unique. And when you want that, you cannot be so much, I can't do this because of budget. But what do? We improvise.
Correct.
So instead of, for example, like today we showed you with the countertops, instead of doing natural stone in all areas of the house, you do porcelain.
2 years ago, a decent custom home with all the bells and whistles would cost you somewhere between $300 to $350 per square foot.
In Toronto.
And that includes the basement, guys. Even though we don't calculate that every time, I don't know who came up with this scenario, but we always say a house is 4,000 square foot or 5,000 square foot, but we're not counting in the finished basement into that square footage. So a 5,000.
Why is it like that? Because it's living space. Why don't they include it as part of the square footage of the house?
I have no idea. If anybody knows who came up with that concept, please comment below and let me know. Because as a builder, as a developer, I get to finish that entire house, including the basement. Some of these houses, the basements are even more nice and more featured than the main floor. Right? So 4,000 square foot house with a basement is about 6,000 square foot of finished space. It would cost somewhere around, again, it used to cost somewhere around $300 to $350 a square foot.
That's for like mid-grade.
No, mid to high grade. Okay, I would say higher grade. Okay, not the top grade, because with the top grade you basically have no budget. But to be within a budget and get a high grade home, $300 to $350 a square foot 2 years ago.
Okay.
Today it will cost you somewhere around $450 to $500 a square foot. And the clients are getting used to the newer numbers now, because as you said, they don't want to let go of the wish list. So there's only two ways of doing this. Obviously we're going to emphasize, obviously we're going to make sure that we get the best material for the best price, but at the end of the day, there's only so much you can do, and you got to be able to get ready to fix your budget and set your budget with today's trend and today's numbers.
Well, all of this sounds very exciting and a lot to look forward to, but we still have a lot of projects coming up. You guys know pretty much about all of my projects. What do you have coming up that my viewers would love to know about?
So a few very interesting properties. I know I've been showing you guys a lot of rental projects in between, but I know a lot of you are interested in our custom home build projects from scratch. I have 2 or 3 properties that I really want to talk to you about. One of them being the one that we're going to see right now. I'm going to show you the property. There is another property that I'm super excited to tell you about. It is north of the city on a 2-acre piece of lot, and we are going to build this gorgeous 8,000 square foot monstrosity there.
Is that including basement?
That doesn't include the basement. So if you want to add the basement, 12,000 square foot of finished space. And I'm super excited about that. It's a little bit outside of the town, and it's sitting on a much larger lot.
That's going to be an exciting...
Sure, because it's going to have extensive landscaping.
Yes.
And you know me, I love my landscaping projects, because that's what makes the house.
Are they doing modern, or is it more transitional?
It's a little bit of modern. I think it's going to be a trendsetter, at least in that area.
Absolutely.
All right, we are here.
Oh, yes, we are here. And I see the tree protection. That's always a giveaway of construction coming soon.
Yes.
So, ta-da! This is the property. Isn't it so glamorous?
It's going to be glamorous.
It's definitely going to be glamorous.
Okay, I mean,
just picture it. This big, beautiful monster is going to live on this street.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Are these trees are staying. That's why they're protected.
Yes, they are being protected. There's some in the back that we have to preserve, and the rest, everything else that you see here, is going to come down. Can't wait to show you the entire process. Again, it's going to be a nice journey. It's I think personally it would take about a year to finish. So let us know if you want to come for the journey of 12 months of construction.
I think they definitely want to come on this journey. Guys, do you guys want to see how this house is going to go from this to that? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel because we have so many different properties and projects coming your way.
Thanks for coming on the journey. See you next time.
See you.
I just gotta make this one phone call and then you guys can we can continue.
Okay, that's okay. We'll keep the viewers entertained. Hi, Claudio.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Can I help you paint?
Sure,
Do you think you trust me?
I trust everybody.
Left and right or up
Everybody,
and down? Guys, make sure you watch our painting video.
Okay.
We did a full video. Claudio was the star of the show. We put up all of our beautiful neutral colors and some really cool new colors that I haven't tried yet. But I'm going to try to put my technique to use here with the painting. Oh, you have some marks here. Left and right.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm good. You have like little
Well, we sand, that was because it was inside the
in the
lip
wood.
here. So I guess there was some runoff with some urethane, but before we put the second coat, we do a once over and check it all.
Do you do all this too?
And if there's something that needs to be sanded or fixed or...
Yeah, but don't get it there. No.
No.
Already?
Already.
2 seconds in the
It's
job and
okay.
I'm fired.
It happens.
Fine. I'm gonna put my weapon away because I already caused some damage.
It's okay.
You leave me for 2
I
seconds
leave you
on the
alone
phone.
for 2 minutes and there's already damage on the paneling, huh?
It's okay, Claudio. Charge him for the time.